Hello, let's take a look at PremiSys, your access control software. When you launch PremiSys, the first thing you will be asked to do is log in. Every administrator of the software should have their own unique login. All of the changes you make are tracked in the software, so that if the need ever arose, you can tell who made the change. While you can give out your login to someone else, keep in mind that the changes they make will look like changes that you made. Let's log in. Now that we are in the software, there are 4 key components that we will use, some more than others, but we will look at each one during this segment. Don't worry if it feels like we go a little fast through each of these components. This video is just to get you used to where things are. We'll spend some time breaking each of these down in the following videos. For now, just try to get familiar with moving through the software. The first component is the hardware configuration. You get there by first clicking Tasks, and then Hardware Configuration. Here's where all the system programming is done for the door hardware. You can see that the components are laid out in a file tree, kind of similar to Windows. Most things here you will not need to make changes to. What you may end up editing is when doors are unlocked on a schedule, also known as a time zone, though most of these should already be set for you. The next component to look at is the monitor and control section. So, back to Tasks, then Monitor/Control Hardware. This is where you can track the status of the doors and see the last 50 transactions on the system. Here is also where you go if you want to manually lock and unlock doors. It is worth noting here that you normally cannot lock and unlock the RFID doors through the software. We will cover the reasons why later. If your community has multiple floors or has a pretty big footprint, then there may be multiple controllers in the community. You can see in this sample system that there are 2 controllers. All the doors that are hardwired are associated to controllers, and controllers are typically spread out by floor. Not knowing which door is where right now is not too critical. It will get easier over time as you use the software. The controllers are generally named in the system in a way that it makes it intuitive to physically locate them in the building, or at least we try our best to make it easy. To unlock a door that is not on a schedule, first decide which floor the door is on, then locate the controller. Then click on the door folder, then the doors will appear on the right side of the screen. Simply right-click the door and select Unlock. Think of this as a toggle function. What you unlock stays that way until you lock it back. To lock the door back, just right-click on the door, then click Lock. The next component is reporting. You may start to notice a pattern here. Back to Tasks, then click Report Generation. Here you can run reports on battery life of the RFID locks, access by door, access by users, and a considerable amount of other data too. Again, don't worry if that seemed quick. We will go through the report step by step soon. The last component is the Navigator. If you guessed back to Tasks again, you get credit for thinking ahead, but I caught you this time. The Navigator is on the main toolbar in PremiSys. This is where you add card holders, which are also known as users. Here is also where you add credentials to the users and add or edit the access that users have. Thank you for watching this short introduction to PremiSys. Now we can start the fun part.